Namaste, beautiful. Welcome to practice. This class is going to be our next advanced sequence of our next full advanced class. So that means this is only a piece of a practice, which means that I strongly recommend coming warmed up. So I'm going to tell you a couple of my suggestions as to how you can do that so that this particular sequence might feel more comfortable in your body. So number one, you could do the full Goldilocks practice up until the point that I say, okay, at this point you can go and do the advanced sequences. So I will link that here. And that is my number one recommendation, is that you do that. And then from there, I will warm us up a little bit more before we go into what will actually be the sequence that we do in the full practice. Another option is that you could do the Goldilocks practice and then go on to the sequence that comes before this, which will be using momentum and conquering fear, which I will link here. If you choose that, my recommendation is to do the Goldilocks and then start the using momentum and conquering fear at the chapter that says it's moving on from Goldilocks, and then come directly here. And then from here, if you did the using momentum and conquering fear, then I would recommend skipping the first part of this class and going straight into what will be the actual sequence that we do in the full practice. Yeah? Okay, so just one more thing before we start. I just want to, because I didn't say anything about the energetic intention. I was in Shavasana and I was like, wow, I can't believe myself. So this is actually the sequence of the class that most came to me the first time that I did the practice. So I kind of did a little bit of the sequence that we did before, and then this one, my body was like, this is what we're doing, and we're doing it exactly the way that I did it that first day. And so what was happening for me on that day was I was ovulating, and it was a new moon. And so I was thinking a lot about birth and about new beginnings. And so I don't want to have children. Maybe I will someday, but I've never wanted to. But I do very much like that I can create, right? I can still use my body to create. And so this particular part of this practice was this creation that happened for me in the time that my body was most fertile. And that is really important to me. So it is very different. It's very creative. We're going outside the box. We're going a little bit off the mat. And that is one of the beautiful things about it. So while you're practicing, maybe if you can be just allowing for creativity, allowing for going outside of the box, allowing for breaking norms, and then maybe use this practice to then go into your day afterwards, maybe in a way that is a little bit less conventional than usual. Maybe you're more creative than usual. Then I feel like I did my job. All right, anyway, let's go on. So we're going to come back to standing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just kind of warm up more. So we're going to warm up the things that we would have already warmed up had we been doing the full practice. So had we gone from Goldilocks to using momentum and conquering fear and then to here, then we would have already had those things warmed up. But If we're skipping the second piece, then we're going to need to do more to warm up. So that's what we're going to do first, and then we're going to go into the sequence that will actually be in the full practice. Yeah? All right. So let's just take a moment to recenter from wherever we came from before we go into it. So taking the feet together with our big toes together and our heels slightly separated. Taking the hands to heart center, closing down the eyes. Just taking a moment to come back into the body. And a moment to find gratitude and acceptance. Gratitude for whatever our body gives us today, and acceptance around the same. And let's go ahead and get started. So bringing the hands down next to the body. And inhale, reach the arms up. Look up at the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, heart forward, head up. Exhale, move it back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, lift the right foot up into three-legged dog. Exhale, keep the shoulders square, bend the knee and open the hip. Inhale, back to three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Inhale, begin to come up to warrior two. Exhale into warrior two. Inhale, reach over to the right. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale down into extended side angle. Inhale to stand up and start coming toward the left. Exhale down into Skandasana on the left. Inhale, begin to rotate into Sadhu pose. Exhale, step the left foot behind you. Inhale, up into Wild Thing, and then move all the way into Wheel. And so hopefully we have done as I suggested and warmed up. So we've already done Wild Thing several times. And so now we can enjoy our wheel, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step the right foot back, turn the right hand back, and lift the left hand up. Begin to lift the left toes up. Grab a hold of the left big toe with the left peace fingers and extend into Vashisthasana 2, looking up at the left foot and holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guide the left foot next to the right hand and come all the way down into low lunge here. Take the hands onto the left knee and let's work out the back a little bit more. So pressing against the left knee with the hands and arching the back. Inhale, come up. Press against the knee, arch the back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arch. Inhale, up. Exhale, arch. Inhale, up. Exhale, arch and hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, back into half split. And let's work it out, inhaling and arching. Exhaling to round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. And coming back to neutral, and that slide all the way into a left leg Hanumanasana here. So either holding Hanumanasana right here, or taking the right hand, bringing it to the outside of the left leg, taking the right hand, bringing it to the outside of the right leg and twisting. And holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come back to center and rotate into a straddle here. Now we're going to work out our straddle to get deeper into our hips before we move on. So let's inhale over to the right, just lean it over to the right for a second, and then exhale over to the left, taking the left shoulder down toward the floor and the right hand over toward the left foot. Please make sure that your feet are either pointed or flexed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. And exhale over to the right, taking the right shoulder down toward the floor, left hand overhead, reaching toward the right foot with the left hand, keeping both butt cheeks on the floor, looking up toward the ceiling. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. And let's exhale all the way down into the center. Nice pancake here. Hang out with the ants for a little bit. Keeping the tops of the feet pointed up toward the ceiling, keeping the knees pointed up toward the ceiling. Again, keeping the feet so that they're either pointed or flexed. Please choose one. And inhale, come up. Exhale, step. Move the left foot toward the center. Inhale up into fallen triangle. Hold it here. Inhale, lift the left foot up. And exhale, step it next to the left foot. Continuing our flow, rotating up with an inhale into our revolved high lunge. Exhale here. Inhale, take the left hand underneath the right, taking our eagle arms, and exhaling into our high lunge with eagle arms. Inhale, stand onto the left foot. Exhale, coming into our warrior 3 with eagle arms. Inhale, extend it more. Exhale, down into fallen tree. Inhale, back up to warrior 3. Exhale, step the right toes down. Inhale, come up to standing for a second. Exhale, into goddess. Inhale, bring the toes in, take the hands, interlace them behind the back. And exhale down to wide leg forward fold with hands behind the back. Inhale, back up. Take the hands into reverse prayer behind the back. Exhale. Inhale, look up toward the ceiling. Exhale, fold over the right leg into pyramid pose. Inhale, place the hands down. And exhale, kick it back into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, brings the left foot up. Exhale, keep the shoulders square, bend the knee, and open the hip. Inhale, back to three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands, rotate the back foot 90 degrees. Inhale, begin to come up to warrior 2. Exhale, into warrior 2. Inhale, reach to the left. Exhale, reverse to warrior. Inhale, back to warrior 2. Exhale into extended side angle. Inhale through center, coming over toward the right. Exhale down into Skandasana on the right. Inhale, begin to rotate into Sadhu. Exhale, step the right foot back. Inhale, up into Wild Thing. Go all the way through Wild Thing and into Wheel. And hold the wheel here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step the left foot straight. Rotate the left hand. Begin to rotate into Vashi 2, bringing the right foot off of the mat, grabbing a hold of the right big toe with the right peace fingers, and extend into Vashi 2, looking up at the right foot, and holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guide the right foot next to the left hand, coming down into low lunge. Taking the hands, interlacing the fingers, placing them onto the right knee. And let's work out the back some more. Exhale, arching the back, looking back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, look back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arch. Inhale, up. Exhale, arch. Inhale, up. Last one, let's hold it. Exhale, arch. And hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale it up. Exhale back into half split. So work out our half split, inhaling to arch. Exhaling round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale, arch. Exhale, round. And coming to neutral, and then coming all the way into our right leg, Hanumanasana here. Either staying here, or taking the left hand, taking it to the outside of the right leg, taking the right hand, bringing it to the outside of the left leg, and using that to twist over to the right. Holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come back to center. And let's work it out the other way. So we're going to face the leg now. So let's face the left leg. And coming down over the left leg. And holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale up. Exhale over the right leg now. Trying to keep both butt cheeks on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. And once again, exhale down into the center, into our pancake. Maybe taking a different variation if you'd like. Keeping the tops of the feet pointed up toward the ceiling, keeping the knees pointed up toward the ceiling. 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's bring it up. Bring the right foot toward the center. Inhale, taking the left hand, swinging it around into fallen triangle. Exhale. Inhale, lift the right foot. Exhale, step the right foot next to the right hand and continuing the flow. Inhaling up to our revolved high lunge. Exhale. Inhale, bring the right hand underneath the left, coming into eagle arms here. Exhale, leaning it back in our high lunge. Inhale, standing onto the right foot. Exhale into our warrior 3 with eagle arms. Inhale, extend our arms forward. Exhale, down into fallen tree. Inhale, back to warrior 3. Exhale, step the left toes down. Inhale into center. Exhale into goddess. Inhale, bring the toes in. Take the hands, interlace the fingers behind the back. And exhale, fold forward, bringing the hands down toward the floor. Inhale, come back up. Take the hands behind the back. Exhale. Inhale, look up at the ceiling. Exhale, fold over the left leg, pyramid pose. Inhale, step the hands down. And exhale, kick it back into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Now let's move it up to standing. So let's go ahead and look toward the hands, in between the hands, and jump it up. Flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Okay, so now we are going into a version of the flow that I don't think will be in the final version of the full class, but that is going to open up some things that we would have already opened up in using momentum conquering fear. So we'll do that first, and then we will go into the sequence that we will do ultimately in the class. All right. So let's take it back down to the floor. Let's inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, heart forward, head up. Exhale, let's move it back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, the right foot up. Exhale, keep the shoulders square, bend the knee, and open the hip. Inhale, back to three-legged dog. Now we're going to exhale, and we're going to step the right foot around the right hand and then in front, so that we're taking the bind here already. And then we're taking a bind in our side angle here, looking up toward the ceiling and holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look down toward the right foot, and let's come into a bound half moon here. So lifting the left foot up and holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step the left foot down. And now we're coming into a bird of paradise. So lifting up, extending the right leg, and holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to bend the left leg, and we're going to come all the way down, keeping the bind of the right leg, coming all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, until the butt reaches, until the butt reaches the floor. I still have a little bit of an ankle injury on the left side, so that one's not the easiest. All right. And now we're going to take the right foot, cross it over the left knee, and we're going to stretch out our reclined pigeon here. So recline, take the hands, place them onto the left shin. Use the right elbow to push the right knee back. And let's hold this. We can rock it if we want to. 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's bring it up. Let's take the left knee down toward the floor, cross the right foot over the right knee, and then we're taking a twist here. So taking the left hand up, crossing it over the right leg, bringing the left hand to hold on to the right foot, taking the left hand and bringing it onto the left thigh, and looking back, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's inhale back to center. Now, coming back to our left foot onto the mat, our right foot, now we're pulling it into our, toward our hip here. And we're going to take the hands and we're going to put them onto the floor. And then we're going to extend the left foot. So now we're coming into this half lotus. So we can go ahead and take the bind if we want with the right foot. And hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, flat back. Exhale. Inhale, stand it all the way up. Exhale, bring the right foot down. All right, let's do the other side. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, heart forward, head up. Exhale, moving it back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, lift the left foot up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, keep the shoulders square. Inhale, back to three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot around the left hand and taking the bind as we rotate into side angle. And holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's look down at the left foot. Lift the right foot up into our bound half moon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step the right foot down, coming into bird of paradise, standing on the right foot, lifting up the left. And holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bending the right knee, coming all the way down onto the butt here. It's much easier when there's no injury. Taking the left foot, crossing it over the right knee, and coming into our reclined pigeon. So reclining it back onto the back, taking the hands onto the right shin, using the left elbow to push the left knee away from the body. And hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's rock it up, taking the right knee down, taking the left foot down, and taking our twist here. So taking the right arm on the outside of the left leg, reaching toward the left foot with the right hand, taking the left hand, bringing it and binding it onto the right hip and looking toward the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's inhale, come back to center. And taking the right foot back up to the mat, taking the left foot in toward the right hip, bringing the hands down to the mat, extending the right foot, taking the bind of the left foot if desired, and holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, flat back. Exhale. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, step the left foot down. All right, so now we are moving into close to the peak sequence. We're going to do another warm-up sequence, but this is going to be in the final class. So this is going to be working toward what will be then our peak sequence, and also working toward how we're going to end up at the end of the practice. So we're going to really be working leg behind the head here. Yeah? All right. So let's take the hands to heart center. I'm going to move back slightly. You don't have to move back. I just want to make sure that I stay in the frame because we're going quite forward on the mat. All right. And here we go. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, heart forward, head up. Exhale, move it back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, lift the right foot up. Exhale, keep the shoulders square. Open the right hip, bending the right knee. Inhale, back to three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, coming into our bound side angle here. We're going to hold it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looking down at the right foot and coming into our bound half moon here, so lifting the left foot up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step the left foot next to the right foot and coming up into our bird of paradise. Extending the right leg and holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it nice and tightly as we bend the left knee all the way down until the butt reaches the floor. And now let's take the hands back behind us, and we're going to come into a Shiva pose here. So lift up the hips and look back and hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the butt down. So reach with the left hand over toward the right foot and pull ourselves up into a compass pose here. Holding compass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now let's take the right foot behind the head. And we're going to work out foot behind the head. All right, so now we're going to come onto the back. And if we'd like, we can extend the left foot here. And you can rock back and forth. You can do whatever feels good. Just pushing back on the foot with the head. Holding 1, 2, and if we want, we can take the hands to heart center. We don't need to be holding ourselves up. 3, 4, 5. Let's inhale back up. Now we might need to push ourselves up. Exhale, fold over the left foot. Again, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, back to center. Take the foot from behind the head. Bring the right foot toward the left hip. Bring the right knee down to the floor. Let's take the left foot, step it onto the floor, and then we're going to push ourselves up. So now the right knee is on the floor, the left foot is on the floor. We're going to cross the right arm over the left arm, taking eagle arms here, and reaching the arms up toward the ceiling, and holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, We're gonna rotate the left foot in, place the hands down, and come back into our half lotus, standing, taking the right hand, binding the right foot, and hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hold. Inhale to stand. Exhale, step the right foot down. And let's do the other side. Here we go. Inhale, hands up, look toward the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, heart forward, head up. Exhale, moving it back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, lift the left foot up toward the ceiling. Exhale, keep the shoulders square, bend the left leg, open the left hip. Inhale, back to three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot around the left hand, coming into our bound side angle. Holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look down toward the left foot and coming into our bound half moon here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step the right foot down next to the left, standing onto the right foot as we lift the left foot up and coming into bird of paradise. Extending the left foot and holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bending the right knee, coming all the way down to the butt, and taking the arms back, coming into our Shiva pose here, lifting the hips up, looking back, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bringing the butt down, and reaching over toward the left foot with the right hand, coming into our compass pose here, looking over to the right, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the left foot, bring it behind the head, and let's work it out. So let's come down onto the back. Extending the right foot if we want to, the right leg if we want to. Taking the hands, bringing them to heart center, and holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use the hands if necessary to come up. And exhale, fold over the right leg. Holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. And take the left foot. Take it from behind the head. Bring the left foot toward the right hip. Take the left knee down. Take the right foot onto the mat. Come up so that the left knee is down, the right foot is down. Cross the left arm over the right. Taking eagle arms and reaching the hands up to the ceiling, looking up toward the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Placing the hands down, rotating the right foot so straight, and extending the left foot, right leg, taking the left hand, binding the left foot with the left hand, and holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, bring the left foot down. All right. Now, now we're going to go into the full sequence. We're probably only going to do it once in the final class. We will probably do it multiple times just to make it fun. But right now we're going to do it once. So I'll teach it to you. And then I guess then I'll try and go back and teach some of the transitions that we did. But, well, I'll see how it is. Okay. Okay, and so another little note is that when we go into the bird of paradise, we're going to want to be farther over on the mat on the side that the foot is up in order to then stay on the mat for the rest of the sequence afterwards. Okay? You'll see what I mean when we get into it. But so for the first side, since we're going into bird of paradise with the right leg lifted, then we want to be farther over onto the right side of the mat. And then we're actually going to be facing the other way for the other side. So when our left leg is lifted, then we're going to still want to be over on the left side of the mat. Okay? All right, here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, heart forward, head up. Exhale, move it back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Maybe if you want to move over to the right side now. Inhale, reach the right foot up. Exhale, step the right foot around the right hand, coming into our bound side angle here. Inhale. Exhale, look down toward the right foot. Inhale, lift the left foot into bound half moon. Exhale, step the left foot down. Inhale, coming into our bird of paradise, remembering to be over on the right side of the mat. And we don't need to hold. Let's continue to bend the knee, coming down, taking the butt down toward the floor. Take the hands behind us, coming into our Shiva pose here, holding just for a second. And now bringing the butt down, reaching toward the right foot with the left hand, bringing us into compass, guiding the right foot behind the head, holding for a second, bringing the hands to heart center. Now grab a hold of the right foot with the right hand, take the left hand down over to the side, and we're going to extend the right foot up, coming onto the left shin, and hold the right foot up here. Bend the right knee down. Cross the right shin on the other side of the left shin. So the legs are crossed here. Lean over to the left. Now rotate toward the back of the mat with the right leg. Take the forearms down. Lift the left leg. Take an inhale. Tuck the back toes. Come onto the right foot and kick into pincha. Hold pincha. Begin to come into scorpion Hold scorpion for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the feet, bring them on the outside of the hands. It's okay if you're not graceful about it. Take the hands down onto the mat, press up into wheel, and come up to standing. All right, well, I just moved everything because it was raining and now it's not raining anymore, but whatever, I guess we wanted a different angle. So here we go. Let's go on to the other side. Let's inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, heart forward, head up. Exhale, move it back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left foot up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot around the left hand, coming into revolved side angle with an inhale. Exhale, look down at the left foot. Inhale into our bound half moon. Exhale, step the right foot next to the left. And inhale up into our bird of paradise on the left. No need to hold, we already did that. Let's bend the right knee. Coming all the way down onto the butt. Take the hands behind us. Lift the hips up into Shiva pose. Bring the butt down. Reach the right hand over to grab hold of the left foot, pulling it up into compass. Taking the left foot, bringing it behind our head. Taking the hands to heart center for a second. Switching the hand that was on the foot. So now taking the right hand, bringing it over to the side. Taking the left hand to grab a hold of the left foot. Coming onto the right shin and extending the left foot up. Bending the left leg. Taking the left shin, placing it on the other side of the right leg. So now our legs are crossed. Leaning over to the right. Coming up and coming onto the left shin, facing toward the front of the mat. Taking the forearms down to the mat. Inhale, arch the back and lift the right foot up. Tuck the left toes, push up into kind of a one-legged dolphin, and then kick up into pincha. And bend the legs. Bring the heart forward, coming into scorpion. Hold scorpion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the feet down. Come onto the head. Take the hands down next to the head. Push up into wheel. And stand all the way up. Bring the hands down. Beautiful. All right. So that's that sequence. It's not the most beautiful time through, but that was for the purpose of teaching it, right? When we do it all together, it will be more beautiful than that. I promise. So let's see. You know what? Let's just go through it one more time on both sides and see if we can get it a little bit smoother this time. Why not? And then maybe I'll try and teach some stuff. All right. So we want to be more over to the right side now because we're going to be lifting up the right foot in our bird of paradise. And here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, heart forward, head up. Exhale, move it back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, right foot up. Exhale, right foot steps around the right hand, twisting into our bound side angle. Looking up with an inhale, looking down with an exhale. Lifting the left foot up into bound half moon with an inhale. Stepping the left foot next to the right with an exhale. Lifting up into bird of paradise with an inhale. Exhale if you want to hold with the bent leg. Inhale to straighten the leg. And bending the knee, slowly, 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 coming down onto the butt, taking the hands behind us, and coming into our Shiva pose. Bringing the butt back down, reaching over to the right foot with the left hand to pull us into compass, looking over to the left, guiding the right foot behind the head, taking the hands to heart center. Grab a hold of the right foot with the right hand. Take the left hand over to the side, coming up onto the left shin, extending the right foot up, looking down toward the left hand. Bend the right knee. Bring the right shin on the inside of the left shin. Reach the right hand up, lean over to the left, leaning the hips to the right. Step the right shin forward, coming toward the back of the mat. Place the forearms down. Arch the back and lift the left foot up toward the ceiling. Tuck the toes, pushing into a dolphin with the left foot up. And then kicking into Pincha Mayurasana. And then bending the knees, bringing the heart forward, coming into Scorpion. Bringing the feet down to the floor, the head down to the floor, taking the hands next to the head, pushing up into wheel, and then coming up to standing. Bring the hands back down. And let's do the other side. So let's move to the left side of the mat. And let's go for it. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, heart forward, head up. Exhale, move it back to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left foot comes up. Exhale, left foot steps around the left hand, coming into our bound side angle here. Exhale, look toward the left foot. Inhale, up into our bound half moon. Exhale, step the right foot down next to the left. Inhale, begin to come up into bird of paradise. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale. Bending the left knee. Nice and slowly. Coming down all the way to sit onto our butt. Take the hands behind us and come into Shiva pose. Bring the butt back down. Reach over to the left, grab a hold of the right foot. And coming into compass. Guide the left foot behind the head. Take the hands to heart center. Now take the right hand over behind us. Take the left hand, grab a hold of the left foot with the left hand, and coming onto the right shin, extending the left foot, looking down at the right hand. Now guide the left foot, the left shin, down on the inside of the right shin. Lift the left hand up, send the hips over to the left, lean over to the right. Inhale to come up, come onto the left shin, bringing it forward, facing the front of the mat now. Bring the forearms down to the mat. Arch the back, lift the right foot up toward the ceiling. Tuck the toes, push back into dolphin with the right foot up, and kick up into Pincha Mayurasana. Bend the knees, bring the heart forward, coming into Scorpion, and reach the feet toward the floor. Bring the head down toward the floor, come up onto the hands, push up into wheel, and stand up from wheel. Beautiful. All right. So honestly, there are not too many things that I think I can teach. It's mostly just repeating the sequence and getting to know the sequence in this one. So I have a class on bound side angle, so if you have any questions about that. I have a class on Bird of Paradise if you have any questions about that. And coming down from Bird of Paradise really is just about focus and balance and the mobility of the knees and the ankles, as I learned from how it felt on my ankle injury. And yeah, so really just focusing there. And then from there, then we go into Shiva pose. Okay, that's Shiva pose. From there, compass, that's compass. Leg behind the head, that's leg behind the head. And so then the other stuff, it's kind of just stuff that I made up. So it's really just, getting an understanding of it. And if you need to watch the video a couple of times, you're like, what on earth is she doing? Okay. Then you'll get it. I would say that maybe the thing that I could give some further guidance on that I didn't do as we went through the sequence would be Pincha to Scorpion. So if you're unfamiliar with Scorpion or from going from Pincha to Scorpion, so I don't need to show you, I can just say it. It's easier to just say it than it is to show and to say it, that's for sure. So as you're bringing the feet down toward the head, the way to keep balance without the feet coming and landing on the floor is to be at the same time that you're bringing the feet toward the head to also be bending the back and bringing your head forward. So that's why I say to bring the heart forward and bend the knees. So you're bringing them together at the same time. You're not just bringing your feet over around to the head. You're bringing them together to meet in the center. Yeah. All right. So I'll show you one time. I've done this more than you guys think because stupid things kept happening and I kept having to restart. Like my card was full. I didn't realize my card was full, so I went through the whole thing. It wasn't even recording. All right, whatever. It's fine. I can do it. So when we come up into Pincha, so here we're in Pincha, and then as we bend the knees, and we want to be looking forward, right? So looking forward, looking forward, looking forward, looking forward, until we meet in the center. Yeah. All right. Beautiful. And then I also have a class on standing up from wheel, if you need instruction around that. And going from scorpion to wheel, I can't even really teach you how to do that because I do not do that gracefully in the least. And I considered, should I put this in this class? And I thought, yeah, I'm going to put this in this class because maybe people are taking the class who can do it more gracefully than I can, and it might feel nice for them. And those of us, including myself, who don't do it so gracefully, it's nice for us to practice. All right. Well, I'm going to cool down now. Once again, I had in my mind I was going to then work on the final part of the practice, but moving the cameras and my card running out and da. So I'm going to cool down. I recommend also cooling down. So you can go back to the Goldilocks practice and then cool down from there. Or if you'd like to do something a little bit shorter, I would recommend doing something to stretch the quads. So maybe taking some mermaids and then going into half pigeon, twisting out, and then going into Shavasana, which I'm pretty sure is also the same thing that is at the end of Goldilocks. So up to you, but please do something to cool down, and please, please, please take a Shavasana at the very least. In order to integrate everything, Shavasana is really important. So, yeah. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for being here with me, for trusting me, for allowing me to guide you through this really fun sequence of mine. I was really excited to teach it. And I will see you in the next class. All the love. Namaste.